Hi guys, it's the wonderful, magnificent time again. You guessed it. It is time for me to change my liners. Alright, so I am on step 4 now. Today is officially step 4. Or trays 7 and 8. Alright, so last video someone asked me about filing my trays. So there's my packet. Step 4. I always file before I put my new set in. I explained last video why. So if you didn't watch last video, go watch last video. Let me just get my file, and I'm going to try as best I can to show you how I file. Uh-oh. Losing my liners. Okay, anyway, when I do file though, guys, sometimes it's a more than once process. Like, I don't file them one time and then they're perfect. I usually have to file them 2 or 3 times because it's not filed enough. But the initial time is it's fine. So here we are. What I do is I take my liners and I rub my finger along the edges for any spot that is sticking out, like here. And it's like this on every pair of aligners that I have because I always have to file the same part down every time. There. Let me show you. Here on the edge, I don't know if you can kind of see it comes out a little bit, but you can feel it. There. On the inside here, because it cuts your tongue. Here. And here. Now, these are the bottom aligners. It's the same on the top. Got to file it inside, especially here on this left side. Left side is always worse than the right side for me. And right in the middle here where your tongue will go. So this is what I do. Feel? It doesn't really matter what side. What I do is I take it. I am not touching this part here. It's only the edge where it's sticking out, and it feels better already, but I won't be able to tell if I filed it enough until I've worn them, and if they're not cutting into my gums and my cheeks, then I know that I've filed them enough. So this size feels good. I'll find out for sure. You can see it's kind of rough right there. So I'm going to take the file, and they know this. This is why they give you the file. So you can take care of that, the rough edges. So you can see I pull a little piece off there. So anyway, that's how I found my edges, my aligners. No, it does not affect the fit. I'm not filing anything of importance off. It is important that my aligners are comfortable though, so I'm glad that they know about this and they give you a means of taking care of it because they know. Again, that is just from the manufacturing process, guys. It's not a big deal. You just file it, take care of it, and you don't have to. You do this, and once you get it comfortable, you don't have to do it anymore. So those are my top ones. I'm going to file the bottom ones now. Alright, so I'll finish these and then I'm going to wash them and then put them on. Guys, so I've cleaned my liners, and my daughter and I were sitting in the living room comparing my teeth when I first started to now, and Guys, there is a difference. And I'm only going into the 4th step. And there's a big difference. But I'm going to try to put the trays that I am putting in. What is this? The bottom tray. And the very first bottom tray. So you can kind of see. I don't know how well you can see, but the progress. Can you guys tell which one is the first tray versus the 4th tray that I'm starting on? See, this one is the 4th tray, and this is the first tray. You can definitely see a difference here. So I cannot wait to get to subsequent trays and see the progression even more. Like, I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. It's working. It's working. Okay. Now, just a little note on the comparison of trays. Last time I was talking about how the top left side would always get loose at the top. And after a couple of days, it would kind of be floppy. But I said I wasn't worried about it because I assumed that as my plan started to work on different teeth, that would stop happening. Well, with the 3rd tray, it never happened. There was never any looseness. With the 1st and 2nd set, the top it would get loose both times. With the set that I just completed, it never got loose. And also at the bottom, it snapped in perfectly every time. The bottom never gets loose anyway, but this is the first time that I could that every time I changed them, they were a bit more difficult to take out, and they snapped in really good every single time I cleaned and changed them. So that's the update on the looseness with the trays. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to put on trays 7 and 8, step 4. And I already know, I'm already expecting that tightness because it happens every time, but it's a good hurt. It's a good hurt. Yep. Exactly what I expected. This time it didn't snap in back here like I was just explaining the last set did, but it snapped here, so. And they're not loose. They are tight, but at this point, it's just to be expected. They're going to be tight every time. Really tight over here, which is that tooth that's being pushed forward and these that are being separated. It's tight over here too, though. Because so it's got to move all of these to make room for that. And then this has to be turned too, so, but I don't think I'm there yet. It doesn't start turning until these are pretty much straight, but yeah. And the top. Yeah, very tight. As always here, that tooth that needs to be pulled back, and this one needs to be pulled out. Alright, guys, you already know the routine. I'm going to get my chewies. Start chewing them. I just got my new set in the mail also. What was it? Set 7 and 8 just came in the mail 2 days ago. I'm not even there yet. This is only the 4th step. So they're pretty good with making sure that you have your aligners and you have enough that if they keep on like they're doing, there shouldn't be a period where I am waiting for my aligners and I can't change them because they didn't send them. So if they keep doing them, they're sending them well in advance. I won't need to use those for some at least a month or whatever, month and a half, and they're already here. So I already have them, and I'm pretty sure I'll probably get 9 and 10 soon too. So, all right, guys, put your questions below. Comment and I'll answer them. See you next video in 2 weeks when we do trays 9 and 10. Step 5.